Don't you just love Kwampa? And I'm sorry we have to break in, but they are with us all morning long, so don't worry, we'll get back to them. And we're celebrating our heritage, our culture, what it means to be Ghanaian. And we want you to share what that is to you, be it the food, be it the culture, be it our rich history. We want to hear it. So use the hashtag Breakfast Daily to share all of that with us. And of course, our WhatsApp line is 0550 585832. Now, usually around this time of the year, we'll be on the road, far away from Accra, just having the time of our lives. But because of COVID, we couldn't do that. But we get to relive all that beautiful memories. And I have with me Christian as well as Albert, who are Caravanites. They're going to tell us about the experiences, why they decided to get on the bus, and the friends they made, as well as the memories that they've cherished for a lifetime. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How are you both?
Very well, thank you.
First of all, I love your outfits.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Let me start with Albert. Why did you decide to get on the Caravan?
Right. So I joined the Caravan, the 2019 edition. I came on with my wife.
Okay.
We like to travel, and we had not explored Ghana. So before you can enjoy someone else's country, at least you should have the moral right to enjoy your own country before you start exploring other people's country. So the Heritage Caravan was the best opportunity for us to go around Ghana in 7 days. So we joined, and that was the reason we really joined. We just wanted to enjoy Ghana first and have the moral right to enjoy other people's country.
Okay, Christian. Last year you were on the bus.
Yes, we did.
How was it
last
like
year.
your first day? All the crazy that went on before you got on the bus.
First day on the bus. Well, I think it was a bit. We decided to just keep to ourselves. I mean, we were meeting new people, new faces. I already want to show some sides of me yet.
Did you come solo or you
No,
also came?
I came with my wife. I mean, we've been planning to do this, and I think I had not made time, so we had postponed 2 years before. The year before 2020, she was like, "Come on, we have to go." And we nearly even missed it because
You're joking.
because of my rounds and work. And so when Magdalene told me, "Oh, Christian, the bus is fully booked," I was heartbroken. I was like, "What am I going to tell?
What are you going to tell your
What am I
wife?
going to tell my wife?" Because she had asked me to register earlier. But at the end of the day, she called me when we got home. She was like, "Hey, thank you so much for making us do this."
Aww.
And I was glad I did. It was an awesome experience. It was an
Really?
experience.
I'm glad you did. Albert, back to you. What was it? Where were some of the first places you guys visited?
So I think our first point was
Is it
Agotime. Agotime. There's one lady on our bus. Up to now, she still calls the place Avetime Kwetoi. Right. So that was our first spot. We spent some time at the AMA.
Okay.
Where we got we ate, and then there was some cultural display there. Then we went straight to Agotime. No, actually, we went to the border. We went to the border, the
Ghana,
town.
the Ghana-Togo border.
That was the first spot, and then we came back to Agotime.
What did you learn about that border? Was it your first time there?
Yeah, it was my first time, actually. It was my first time. It was quite interesting how people live in two countries.
Yeah.
So I actually wonder where their allegiances, because at one point in time, they actually sleep in one country and they work in the other country, or I have my farm in Ghana, but I sleep in Togo, or vice versa. I was quite interested in the stories around how that happened. And I think it's just, it tells us about our heritage and how the foreign culture has affected us, because you can see it's one community, but because of international boundaries, we have to split the countries, and it just tells a lot about us as Africans.
Wow.
Yeah.
If we're talking about Agotime, then we have to talk about Tok Papa.
Definitely.
How was that like for you guys?
This whole tour taught me that we are really one people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd never even heard of Tutu Papa.
You're kidding?
Yes, before then I had not. So, but it tasted very much like something we've been eating all along at home. And it was same for the other regions that we went to when we are giving food indigenous to those people. You know what I mean? It's nothing new. It's nothing new. And when we was talking about the Ghana-Togo border, we also in 2020 visited that place. And you know, whilst there, it hit me that look, this whole border business is in the mind.
Yeah.
Because they were essentially one people. You can't tell the Togolese from the Ghanaian. I mean, because of governance reasons, some borders had to be drawn. But beyond that, we should be able to forge together Pan-Africanism where there is need for such collaboration.
Wow.
It was a very good experience.
What other places stood out for you, Albert?
The best place for me throughout the entire caravan was a pit stop that we did at Cape Coast.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I like adventure, and I think that was quite adventurous of us because it wasn't planned. We had traveled from, I think, Siani. We were heading to Maha. It was quite a journey. We had stopped at Asen Manso. So when we got to Cape Coast, we were quite hungry. So there was this Gol shop, Gol fuel station. They have an eatery. So we stopped there. And when we came out of the bus, I think there was a DJ there. When he saw the numbers, his game
like,
came up.
Let me show off.
I can tell you, we stopped to eat, but majority of us, we didn't eat.
You're
it was
joking.
just dancing, like on the spot dancing.
Wow.
It was quite interesting, spontaneous, and adventure. And it wasn't planned. Because it wasn't planned, it was really nice. That was my highlight. I mean, we
Something
danced,
that wasn't even in the agenda.
I tell you. So it just tells you how much we can enjoy our country with the very little that we have. We enjoy so much peace, and you can have fun anywhere. I mean, just imagine a Gol fuel station.
With a DJ.
It was a party. It was really a party. I
So,
mean,
Christian, I want to know your highlighter. So hopefully it was in the agenda, but I have to offer you something to drink. So Aso, who's the CEO of UF, will join us and tell us what we have this morning for you guys to drink.
Please, we have Asana and then Lamuji.
Okay, we have Asana and Lamuji. Which one would you like?
Lamuji for me.
Lamuji?
what's the difference?
Okay, Asana is Olowanyo. Do you know Olowanyo?
Yeah.
Or does it help?
Okay.
Fermented corn, thank you. And then Lamujin is the millet. So we have
Right.
corn and millet.
Lamuji for me.
Lamuji for you and Asana for
The
you.
ginger is the magic one in there for me.
So you've changed your mind.
No. So
You still want the
Lamujin,
Asana?
Yeah.
No,
No, I'm
Lamuji.
doing Lamujin, yeah.
Both Lamuji.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. What were some of your highlights?
Whoa, the highlights. Okay, first off was Rock City. I mean, we got there quite late because we had spent a little longer time than expected on the road. There were some roadblocks on the way, the Sugakope Way, because of some confusion,
yeah.
some communal disturbance there. So we were against time. So we got to Rock City quite late, and I thought all I wanted to do was even just sleep. I didn't even want to have dinner. I just wanted to sleep. I thought I was just too tired to even think of food. But the ambience, the setting, and after dinner, there was this all night out, let your hair down dance party in the nightclub, dancing to great Ghanaian
Hold on. You spent a long hours on the bus.
Yes,
You said you were tired.
I was tired.
You're just you won't even eat. You're going to sleep.
Sleep.
Where did you get the energy from to now go clubbing after you finished eating?
Thanks to my wife. she wasn't ready to sleep. She said, look, we didn't come here to sleep.
You're kidding.
We didn't come here to sleep. If we wanted to sleep, we would have just stayed at
Stayed
home.
at home.
So I was literally dragged in there. But when I got there, I took over the dance floor. And this is me, as though I could dance Ama, but really.
Do you want to show us your dancing skills? Come back and
No,
start-
not now. To high life. High life is
High life
cool,
is
yeah.
easy. So
High life,
you do some-
yeah.
But if we get advanced, then-
dancing to high life is very easy. Anybody can do that.
But the other
I mean,
things,
yes, we just let ourselves go. I think by the time we were retiring to bed, it was past 3 a.m.
wow.
You had to wake up early morning the next day. Wonderful breakfast. The reception at Rock City was
great.
it for me. And the other highlight would be Uzbek.
Okay.
The reception at Uzbek was also, thank you very much, was also very fantastic. It was great. It was great. And variety of foods. On the journey, food was literally in your face.
Thank you.
There was so much to eat, so much to drink.
I think we're socially distanced enough. You can take off your mask and enjoy your
Great, thank you.
your great drinks. But let's talk about the bus ride itself. How was the bus ride for you? Because that's an experience on its own, being on the bus. Albert, did you guys change Jama or you guys
Yes,
slept?
so I mean, we got on the bus, I would say not by design. You just chose any bus and then you got on it. But for some way, somehow, 2019, the best bus was bus 3. It was christened the Black Mamba bus.
You're kidding. Don't tell me you were on bus 3.
I was.
So how did you decide that was the best bus?
I mean, we were on the platform group. You could tell what other people are doing, you know, because we were just, there was Jama throughout, from the beginning to the end.
So you guys
Jama
didn't
throughout. Sleep? No. I mean, we ran turns. When you're tired, you sleep. By then, someone would have woken up. And then you post it on the page, and then the other buses, they are sleeping. So, I mean, obviously, that was
You
the
want to
best
shout
bus.
out some of your bus members?
Oh, yeah, quite a... If I mention
forget the
names,
names.
Black Mambas.
Okay, what about
played
you?
it safe.
Don't tell me bus 2 was the best bus.
Oh, no. Well, I
They're watching you. You don't call them the
Bus
best.
2 was great. Bus 2
Okay.
was great, but we heard of exploits on bus. Was it 4, I think? So I think
They were the
bus 4
troublemakers.
seemed to have been very lively. But we made bus 2 fun in our own way.
Okay.
We had a lot of the senior citizens on board, but the few young ones among us, we were numbering just about 10 on the bus. We were notorious. We were
What
disturbing
did
the
you
bus.
guys do?
Oh, it was one Jama song after the other, and we had a Bluetooth speaker on board.
Hey.
It helped us.
Wow.
Oh.
Wait, was your bus Kojajuma's bus or the
Yes.
bus?
Kojo.
At some point, he left your bus to come on my bus.
Oh, I think it was just to share knowledge. He needed to pass some.
I don't know, but I heard
historical
bus three was
knowledge
the best bus.
to the guys on your bus. That's all.
That's all it
So we loaned him to bus 4 for a while. But he came back. He did a greater part of the journey on bus 2.
Okay.
Yes, and it was fun. With Kojo on board, come on.
How can you not have
Yes,
fun?
yes,
Who
yes,
was
yes,
Who
yes.
was the person on your bus? Do you remember?
I took most of the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I took
Okay.
most of the time. And you would find people hopping and up. But, you know,
People switched bus after some time.
Bernard joined our bus when we got to Tamale. Yeah, and he didn't get off. You know, sometimes
Hey.
people hear of the bus and then people will now switch into the bus. And so the bus even got full. People had migrated from their buses too.
I must say, people migrated from your bus to my bus.
I doubt.
Just say it. But
I doubt. The problem from bus 1 was terrible. Bus 1
Hey.
and 3.
On that note, we're going to take a look at some of the highlights from Heritage Caravan. And
Great.
don't forget that this is Akan week, so we're going to talk all things Akan. We'll take a look at the highlights, but if you've been on the Caravan with us before, please share your experiences, especially if you were on the 2019 batch or 2020 batch, and these two are making things up. We want to clarify it. So use the hashtag Breakfast Daily and the WhatsApp line 0550-585-832 for us to hear what you're thinking. Let's take a look at our flashback with Heritage Caravan. Just touched down Osei Krom from Rock City in Kwo. The place was amazing. I feel refreshed, good food, great environment. Definitely gonna go back there again. But today's day 2 of the caravan, and we are in the Ashanti region, aka Osei Krom. We're gonna learn all about the Menchia Palace and appreciate the Ashanti people. And maybe we might make a stop to take a look at the Okomfo Anoche sword. Rumor has it that no man has been able to take that sword out of the ground since Okomfo Anoche placed it there. Will one of our caravanites succeed at taking it out? Let's see.
We are at Bantama. When I say Bantama, it's a suburb of Kumasi. It's here that the legendary priest Okomfo Anoche planted a sword around 1695. Wow. He did not put the sword here to tell us his presence here, but the sword he planted here was planted here to mark the place where the Asante Kingdom started. It's also here to tell us where the golden stool, which is the highest stool of allegiance in the Asante Kingdom, came from. And above all, is here for the unity of the Asante Kingdom. The priest Anoche stood to invoke the gods for the golden stool to be conjoined onto the laps of King Osei Tutu that made him a leader of the group. He was given a sword to swear to protect the people. They also swore to protect him. The part of individual hair, fingernails were collected, brought together and burnt into ashes. Some of these ashes were mixed with palm wine for all of them to drink like covenants. Then he collected all the black stools belonging to these individual chiefs, dig a big hole here, buried the stools with the rest of the ashes and kept the sword on top. Said to them, if any one of them goes and come back here for his stool, the unity that they have will collapse. He said there will be a time. This place will be a healing place for many, birthplace for many, and death place for many.
Water. It comes from the ground. It flows throughout the year without drying. That is one thing that makes Kintampo Waterfalls very special as compared to any attraction site in Ghana. Now, as it stands, we are the only attraction site on the waterfall with a canopy walkway on top, about 170 meters, with a depth of 100 meters. It's on top of the waterfall. We have 3 stages of the waterfall. Now, the water takes its source, as I said, from Pumpumetifi. It is 10 kilometers from here. Now, while the water is coming, we see it as what? Based on our demarcation, what we've made, we call it first stage or stage 1, where the water, we see the water first when it's coming from its source. Now, when you walk from here to stage 1, it's just 5 minutes walk. The whole tour takes 20 minutes.
The first stage of the waterfalls, which is 10 kilometers away from here to the source. So as you see, this waterfalls flows all year round. And interesting, when the water falls, it goes beneath the rocks. So the water won't be seen here and then reappears at the second stage. So from here, we guys will be going back to the next stages of the waterfalls. So now we can get close to the falls, even pass behind the water to experience more of the nature. We are about to get down to the base of the third stage. And what you see from the distance is the canopy walkway as we were talking about. But we made it optional because not everybody can go on height. So we will be going down on this staircase which has 173. And we come out on the other one which also has 153. The canopy is optional. So if you want to have your experience on the canopy, there are people or officers who are in charge of it. You get there and register with them. A tag will be given to you, which gives you the permission to walk on the canopy. So those of us who would not like to use the canopy, please follow me down to the base of the fall.
we'll be heading to the north. We'll discover all the rich culture of the north, and I can't wait for you to experience the north with us. For now, I gotta go. I'll catch you up north. Bye. I kid you not. I was one of the few. I was terrified of the canopy walk. Albert, what did you guys do?
So we didn't do Kintampo.
Okay.
We did Kakum instead.
Nice.
Yes. And at this point, I want to give shout outs to Alison and Kwesi Swave.
They held it down.
They know why.
Why? Tell us.
I think I have an
Of
idea.
all the people on this trip, they're the only two you want to give shout outs to.
On Kakum, I mean,
And
when-
Kintampo.
no,
I mean,
Kakum.
Okay.
Kakum, yes.
Why? What did they do? They were crying. What did they do?
they screamed throughout.
They screamed throughout the whole
Yeah,
thing.
and you see, Alison is quite loud, and for you to see the canopy humble her like that was also a sight attraction.
I hope you guys didn't make fun of her as she was crying.
Oh, we did.
Oh, no.
Moshat actually used the drone to actually capture her nicely.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
so
terrible.
that was also quite an experience. But we enjoyed Kakum, and you know when we got to Cape Coast, unfortunately for us, there was some issues with our hotel. But big ups to the city team; they got it sorted out. So we got split. Some went to Coconut Grove, others. But I went to Hans Cottage, and I want to give shout outs to Betty Hansen, the manager there.
Okay.
That wasn't also planned, but then they have this crocodile pond. People did canoeing on the crocodile pond and all of that. So the next day we went to Kakum, and it was quite an experience.
What did Betty do that her name still sticks in your mind?
Oh.
When you said the heritage team, you didn't mention Mastina and Ato and Magdalene.
No, so no, so I know her.
Okay.
I'm proud to go into her facility. So it was quite impressive what she had done with the place. Yeah,
Okay.
it was quite impressive.
Christian,
Yeah,
did you get on the canopy walk?
Kintampo, yes.
You were not afraid?
We did the canopy walk. My wife and I and a couple of friends had some years earlier done Kakum on our own. So I think there was some experience from that trip which we brought to bear on this one. But I think even though I'd done Kakum, there was a bit of concern
different level.
throughout the walk on. Yes, this is a different level because Kakum, you could see the top of the trees.
Yeah.
So you are sure when you fall down, some
You fall on
branches
a
might
tree.
hold you before you hit the ground. But Kintampo, you will see the ground, the hard ground. But it was.
Were you envisioning that your
it
body
was-
will splash if you fall?
No. That's too gory. But so I managed
You
to do the walk. I had to do it so I can one day sit here and say,
Okay.
me too, I do some.
I was
see?
terrified. I was terrified. I mean, someone had to hold my hand. It took us like 20 minutes to get from the top. You know, there were two times. There were one that you walked down.
Yes, there's a staircase.
I was actually going down the staircase, and it took me 20 minutes.
I think it's quite steep though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd have to watch your steps, even if you have to use the staircase. But on the subject of the support from the city team, I must greatly commend everybody. I mean, there were no handsmen on board, but it was these same reporters and journalists we see on TV daily who were carrying our luggages from one bus to the other. When we get to a destination, they bent over backwards to ensure that our experience was worthwhile. And I commend everybody, management and all the guys. Talking about hotel glitches, we had our fair share at Golden Tulip Kumasi.
Yeah.
Yes, a batch was to check into Golden Tulip, whilst another batch would do Golden Bean Hotel. I think there was some problems with checking in. It took quite a while for us, but I mean, we're calmed down. We're assured it was just a little problem that would be resolved, and eventually it was. So, big ups to the city team once again for these.
Thank you, guys.
inputs.
I'll allow you to share your last words of what it meant for you and your partner and everything else. But I have some messages, so I'll read them briefly because it's an interactive show. And again, if you've not sent in your messages yet, please use the hashtag Breakfast Daily and the WhatsApp line 0550 5858832. We're celebrating all things Ghanaian heritage, okay? Our food, our culture, our music, our history, what it means to be Ghanaian, because we've come far. I mean, we're going to be 65 4 tomorrow. So it's a big, big deal. This message here is from Marinu in Sunyane. Marinu says, good morning, Jifa. I'm proudly Ghanaian. You look great, but the dance floor was owned by David. It was. Christian says he's good. I'm terrible at dancing, so hopefully you teach me how to dance before you leave today. So play some high life. Since you say you are good at high life.
High life is
high life, you can do it.
It's no problem.
So you teach me 1, 2 steps before you go. Okay. I'm enjoying the show with my family. Kindly let Kwampa replay the great Thursday Queen Elizabeth song, Where Ghana Goes Gay. Okay. Queen Elizabeth, we love you, Kwampa. Hey, okay, you guys are loving Kwampa. Kwampa has a lot of fans this morning. Good morning, I'm Kwame Amache from Agona Swedro. Kwampa Band, you make us proud. You make us remember the good days of Ghana. God bless you. City TV, my name is Moses from Sunyane. I'm proud to be a Ghanaian. When you travel to some countries, especially in Africa, and see what they go through each and every day, you must be proud and thankful to God that you were born in Ghana. More messages here. Jifa, be careful with the way you're breaking into the Kwampa music. Okay, let me see. More of Kwampa songs. The Caravan guys, where are you? Send your messages. Use the hashtag Breakfast Daily and the WhatsApp line 0550-585832 for us to hear from you. Your last words. Let me start with you, Albert.
Right. I want to give shout outs to my wife, Petra. Mm-hmm. Right. It was quite an experience for us as a couple. Yeah. We got to spend a lot of time together the entire week, no babies. But when we came back...
Not that you don't love the baby.
Yeah. When we came back, my son was 2 years then. He refused to talk to us the whole night. Yeah,
because you guys left him for
we left him for a week. Yeah, but then I mean, it was quite a nice experience for both of us, and I would entreat everybody, whether single or couple, to actually take time and join the Caravan. Hopefully next year, because I'm quite unfortunate that this year it didn't happen. But a lot of people had planned on. So what I'm doing on my WhatsApp status is I'm reliving the Heritage Caravan hour by hour, actually. So like I have quite a number of pictures, and people keep asking, did it happen this year? Why are you people not in nose mask? You know, so I had to issue disclaimer that this is 2019 experience. So it just tells you how much people had actually wanted to join the Caravan this year. Hopefully next year we would go again. There are a lot of people who had actually gone twice, 3 times, and they keep going. So it's quite a good experience. Is it the point where I get to give shout-outs to Heritage Caravan 2019? If I don't mention some names, I'm sure that I'll be beaten. So I'll forget some names, but that's fine.
It's okay.
Also, I want to give shout-outs to...
Alison.
She's already been mentioned. We have Ani Pari, we have Nana Mwakwa, there is Junior, that's George Quay, there is Menda, Senna, Laureen. The names keep...
It's okay, we'll come back to you. Christian, as a couple and you personally, how impactful was the trip?
Yeah, so like I said, if I'd stuck to my old ways, we probably wouldn't have made the trip. But once we were on it and once we got home on the final day, I had every reason to be thankful to my wife for pushing me, for urging me. Look, let's do it. And it was an awesome experience. Yes, like he said, that it was time away from the family, away from the children. Because of the children, you tend not to pay attention to yourselves as partners. Occasionally, you are consumed by thoughts of what's up for breakfast the next day, school fees, transportation arrangements, whilst even if you have to go on a business trip or anything of the sort. But this was just us, and we could reconnect. We could talk about anything, and it was an awesome experience. I don't see why I would not want to do this again. We had plans of doing it again. Even if it had happened this year, we wouldn't have done. We wanted to give it like a year or two. Thanks to COVID, we have gotten this break anyway. So most definitely next year, if it's happening, we'll be on board. To my bus two mates. For those who think I was overhyping the bus, you saw the trail that was leading the Jama into Kintampo. the lady with the Bluetooth speaker. She was on our bus. Joe, shout outs to Joe. Shout outs to my wife. She's Josephine as well. Joe, thank you so much. Shout outs to my colleagues on the bus, Sarah, Enoch, Dr. Soa,
Dr. Soa was very popular. He celebrated his birthday recently.
Yes. So he celebrated his birthday with Eugene on the trip. So I think when we went to Kumasi, the dinner,
also celebrating their anniversary.
Yeah, Gbe Chachu and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Abe, they also had their anniversary while I was on the trip. So I think sometime around this week is the anniversary. I think it was last week, yes, because we are still on the same WhatsApp platform, so we celebrated them. Shout outs to all of you guys. It was an amazing experience, worth reliving.
Thank you both for taking the risk to get on the bus with us, and we're so happy that you enjoyed it as much as we thought you would, and hopefully we'll see both of you next year.
Hopefully.
If COVID is gone and we get to relive everything.
We are praying so.
We're going to bring more people, so if the people next week say your bus was not the greatest bus, and you have to, I'm suspecting Bastille will say they were better than bus 2.
It's the greatest bus of all the heritage caravans that you've
Not just your year.
Not just our year.
On that note, we'll go for a quick break. We have Nana Asase in the building, so you don't want to miss any of him. We'll go for a quick break and then continue the show.
Life can get a little pricey out there. The passing pleasure of a restaurant meal, or those sports magazines you never really finish. But what if that lasted a lot longer? Well, with GoTV it can. Because with a whole range of different package options to choose from, you can get a whole month's worth of moments for both you and your family at a price you can afford.
This is gonna be great.
GoTV, love it.
The message from Nanama, 22 years of age, says, I'm staying with someone who's taken me in as her own daughter. Although it's not easy staying with someone who's not your own mother, I also don't have any freedom in my life. I completed SHS 2 years ago, that is, and this person promised to further my education, even though I am still in the house and nothing has been done so far. Recently, I met a man, 34 years of age, and he told me he likes me and would like to marry me. I told him I'm staying with someone, so it can't be possible now. But he told me that it can if I really do like him too. Truth is, I do like him, and I would like to be with him, even though there's a huge age gap. The problem here is that he's asking me to move in with him because he can't stand the fact that he can't see me anytime he wants. Now, a part of me wants to further my education. The other part of me wants to follow my heart. My mother knows about it, and I asked for her opinion, but she asked me to do whatever makes me happy since I'm now an adult and should know exactly what I want. I'm scared to tell the person I'm staying with that I may want to leave. What should I do? Sisters, advise me because I'm really confused. Yeah, you obviously are.
Sweetheart, no matter what, don't take your knickers off for this guy. Do not take it off.
You go and live with this guy. Then when he starts to, see you for who you are, reality sets in. He throws you out. Why are you going back to?
You see, in this day and age, I have a problem with men who see women and they say they want to marry you. Do you know me? Do I know you?
Sisters, proudly brought to you by Vodafone Ghana. The future is exciting. Ready?
The month of March is Heritage Month on 97.3 City FM and City TV. Every weekday morning in the month of March, learn historical Ghanaian facts and about the rich Ghanaian heritage and traditions in the Heritage Month series on the City Breakfast Show. And on City TV's Breakfast Daily, we'll keep you enthralled with compelling content on Ghanaian food, music, fashion, dance, and enthralling performances and traditions from all over Ghana. Tune in to City TV throughout the day to learn some cultural tidbits from historian Kweku Dako Ankra. So, stay tuned to 97.3 City FM and City TV this March as we bring you everything Ghanaian through our exciting radio and TV programming. It will be a remarkable month as we celebrate Ghana in all its splendor and wonder in the Heritage Month of March. Only on City FM and City TV.